Hello, Moses Motherman. Thank you for letting me interview you regarding Erikson's psychosocial stages of development. The purpose of this interview is for you to demonstrate your understanding of the theory and how the theory applies to you and your students and currently teach or plan to teach. Question 1. Imagine I have never heard of Erikson's theory of psychosocial development. Briefly explain salient features of Erikson's theory of psychosocial development. What the source of this information?
So, according to Educational Psychology by Robert Slavin, he states Erikson hypothesized that people pass through 8 psychological stages in their lifetimes. This is on page 46. Erikson believes that people go through 8 different stages through their life, and each stage has their own issues that people go through.
Question 2. At what stage of development do you see yourself now? Why do you think so?
So right now, I fall into stage 6 of Erikson's stage of development. I'm in this stage because I am 24 and I'm still exploring how to find intimacy. I successfully completed stage 5 because I know who I am and I know what I want to do career-wise. And according to Erikson, if I don't find intimacy by the end of stage 6, I will end up in isolation.
Question 3. Explain how being at this stage of development, this may influence your behavior and outlook in your classroom. On what do you base this explanation?
I believe being at this stage, I will influence my behavior. It will influence my behavior positively. I believe I will be very optimistic on students' ability to attain success in the classroom. I base this off of Slavin's text in page 47. He states, once young people know who they are and where they are going, the stage is set for sharing of their life with another. I will be able to share my knowledge with all my students in the classroom.
Question 4. Identify at what level your students are likely to be at the Erikson stages.
So I plan to teach middle school and high school. So my students will fall under stage 5. They will be battling identity versus role identification. Role confusion, sorry.
Question 5. Explain how being at this stage of development, this may influence their behavior and outlook in your classroom. On what do you base this explanation?
So I believe my students will be having an identity crisis, and they will be going through, and they will be constantly trying to find themselves. I base this off Slavin's text on page 46 when he states, Erikson believed that during adolescence, the individual's rapidly changing physiology coupled with pressures to make decisions about future education and career creates the need to question and redefine the psychosocial identity established during the earlier stages.
Question 6. What might be some disconnects between you and your students, keeping the differences in 2 stages in mind?
So I believe one disconnect we might have will be they might have a big ego in the classroom. So if I have a sports athlete or something like that, he will think that he's above everyone with his ego, but he hasn't successfully completed stage 5 yet. While still in the process of finding themselves, they will challenge educational rules in the classroom. For example, like that sports athlete, and there will be a clash because I will be in the middle of the stage of searching for intimacy, and they will be searching for their identity.
Question 4.
7.
Question 7. Any final comments?
So I believe as an educator, it's very important to, especially if I'm dealing with students that are in stage 5, I think it's important for me to help them find their role and their identity. So making lessons based off trying to find their career-wise, it will be very important. Thank you.
Thank you, Moses.